This is BGNES English News. Hello and welcome to the new and revamped BGNES English News directly from our studio in Sofia, Bulgaria. I'm Milan Stamatov from the director's booth on my mobile phone, and together with me is going to be Dmitry Ruskov, who is abroad as our special correspondent in Brussels, in the heart of Europe. So let's hear from him first, and then we'll crack on with the news. Dmitry, to you.
Hello Milan, nice to see you. Welcome to our viewers from one of the most beautiful cities in the whole of Europe, and of course the heart of the European Union. I'm here in the Belgium capital for 2 days as part of the Bulgarian delegation that will participate in a conference called Schengen Enlargement, Bulgaria's key role in border security. The invitation for covering the event was sent by the Bulgarian member of the European Parliament, Emil Radev, from the group of the European People's Party. So for now and tomorrow, of course, I will keep you up to date with what's going on here, and I will present you special interviews with many interesting people from the European Union. So let's get started.
Thanks, Dmitry. That was fabulous. I would like to surprise our viewers with one more new addition to our team. And this is for the first time in Bulgaria. We're going to have as a special addition to the BGNES English News team an AI presenter for the news. And her name is Olivia Smith. I would like to present Olivia to you. Let's see what she has to tell you. Olivia, to you.
Hello, and welcome to BGNES English News Weather Report. I am Olivia Smith, and since today, I will be your weather watcher and weather reporter from the BGNES. Stay tuned.
Fabulous, Olivia. Now let's, without further ado, crack on with the news from Bulgaria from the last 24 hours. This is BGNES English News. Of course, the news of the day is the local elections runoff in Bulgaria. That was absolutely a heartbreaking finale of the evening, but at the end of the day, of course, the capital is the most important thing. So the results of the Sunday's municipal election runoff were revealed by the Metropolitan Electoral Commission, and Vasil Terziev is winning the mayor seat in Sofia. The candidate put up by the local alliance, We Continue the Change Democratic Bulgaria Save Sofia, has been elected mayor of the Bulgarian capital. He garnered 175,044 genuine votes, reported BGNES. Not all of the protocols have been handled by the Central Electoral Commission. Data processing at 99.78% completion indicates that 169,785 votes, or 46.92%, were cast for the Bulgarian Socialist Party candidate Vania Grigorova. The new municipal council includes Grigorova. After dropping out of the mayoral contest in the first round of the municipal elections, GERB candidate Anton Hekimian will also be able to call 33 Moskovska his home. The Central Election Commission just revealed that turnout for the runoff was 26.40%. As of Sunday afternoon, 1,029,063 people have cast ballots. Now let's move to the next news, which is concerning every one of us, and it's connected, of course, with the budget. The cabinet adopted the package of tax laws, and it's sending it to the parliament to say their final word. At an extraordinary meeting, the Council of Ministers adopted the package of tax laws to be sent to the Parliament so that they will be examined by the Committee on Budget and Finance this Thursday. This was stated by the Minister of Finance, Asen Vasiliev, reported BGNES. There was a public discussion for about 1 month, after which several proposals were taken into account and the laws have been finalized for sending, Vasiliev added, specifying that there is a fairly balanced tax package of laws, but the Parliament has the last word. The Finance Minister noted that after the adoption of the tax laws, the revenue part of the budget will be fixed and the Parliament will be able to adopt the budget before the end of the year. Vasiliev specified that if all this is accepted, then 9% can remain as a temporary measure, since the Treasury will collect more funds in this way than through an increase in the VAT. If it is not accepted, we maintain 20% of VAT. That is, the choice is up to the Parliament, whether to accept the notification package or to accept 20%, explained the Finance Minister. He added that all establishments that cost less than 100,000 Bulgarian leva are subject to patent tax. That is, their income from profit tax will go directly to the municipalities. The Finance Minister said that 3% inflation and 4.8% inflation, 3.2 real GDP growth are set in the 2024 budget. Next year's GDP is expected to be 205 billion Bulgarian leva. The final parameters of the budget also depend on the tax laws after they pass the first reading in committee. The budget will be published for discussion. Of course, the third news is also connected with a Bulgarian politician, but this time, this is the Prime Minister Nikolai Denkov, who is on his visit in Israel, meeting Israeli President Benjamin Netanyahu, and it calls me to come back again to Dmitry Ruskov in Brussels to start with the international news.
This is BGNES English News.
Dmitry, we are back to you in Brussels, so let's crack on with the world news, shall we?
You're absolutely right, Milan. So let's start from the most important news, not only from Bulgaria, but the Balkans and the world stage as well. We are here to express our strong support for Israel and its citizens. This is what was said by the Bulgarian Prime Minister Nikolai Denkov at Jerusalem after meeting with his Israeli counterpart. Prime Minister of Bulgaria, Nikolai Denkov, and Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Bulgaria, Maria Gabriel, arrived on an official visit to Israel. The visit is a sign of solidarity with the country following the brutal Hamas attack on 7th of October. We know how difficult times are, and that is why we have to be here. I want to say that we are all shocked by the terrorist attacks that killed so many innocent people, and it is extremely important that all the hostages are released as quickly as possible, Denkov said. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. You expressed to a great extent our position that we are not only fighting our war, but we are fighting the battle of civilization against barbarism. If civilization fails, barbarism will win. This is what we see in the 21st century. This is not only our battle, but your battle as well. That was explained by the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
What else happened on the world front, Dmitry?
Let's continue with some news from our neighboring country, Turkey. Turkey and US foreign diplomats held 150 minutes of face-to-face talks. 2.5 hours of one-on-one talks were held in the Turkish capital of Ankara between the Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan and his counterpart from the United States, Antony Blinken. According to preliminary reports, the two of them discussed the Israel-Hamas war and the situation in the Middle East, as well as bilateral relations. After the four-way meeting, the talks will continue in an expanded format. Blinken is not expected to be received by Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who his party is on a tour of the northeast of the country. The US Secretary of State arrived in Ankara late Sunday as part of a tour of the explosive region that included meetings with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Tel Aviv, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in Ramallah, and emergency visit to Cyprus and Iraq as well.
Great. What else happened in the world stage? I'm hearing something about the President Donald Trump.
Yes, of course, former President Donald Trump will be called to the witness stand today to testify his civil fraud trial in New York. It will be the first time Trump himself will be subject to extensive courtroom questioning in any of his current legal battles, which there are a lot of them, to be honest. The trial was brought by New York Attorney General Letitia James, who has accused Donald Trump of inflating his net worth to save hundreds of millions of dollars in business and real estate deals as well. James is seeking $250 million in damages, and she wants to bar the former president from doing business in the state.
So that was fabulous. Again, we have interesting situation in the world with a lot of news, and Bulgarian Prime Minister being in Israel, Donald Trump doing whatever he's doing, and of course Antony Blinken on an emergency visit in the Middle East, going around countries. What else can we expect from you, Dimitar, from tomorrow onwards?
Tomorrow, the forum which I talked about earlier will be held from 11 a.m. Local time to 1 p.m. Local time. So I hope that I will be able to show you a lot of interesting news and interviews with EU officials.
Thanks a lot, Dimitar. Now it's time to move on and see what is going the weather to be tomorrow. And of course, we're running immediately to our premiere with our unbelievable AI weather presenter. And this is the fabulous Olivia Smith. So let's move on to the weather forecast.
This is BGNES English News.
Hello and welcome to BGNES English News Weather Report. I am Olivia Smith, and since today I will be your personal weather watcher and weather reporter. The upcoming weather in Bulgaria for November 7th, 2023, keeping cozy in November. The country will have sunshine on November 7th, along with sporadic high clouds. There will still be areas where visibility is restricted in the early morning. In Sofia, the lowest temperatures will typically range from 6 to 11 degrees Celsius with a low of 7 degrees. The southerly wind will be modest. In Sofia, the highest temperatures will be in the range of 19 to 24 degrees Celsius or around 20 degrees. In the mountains, the weather will be generally sunny. It will blow from the west-southwest with a moderate to strong wind speed on the highest summits. At 1,200 meters, the highest temperature will be around 16 degrees Celsius, while at 2,000 meters it will be approximately 9 degrees. While the Black Sea will have generally bright skies throughout the day, some areas may see restricted visibility in the morning. The wind will be mild and out of the southeast, Expect highs of 18-20 degrees Celsius. This was the weather report of BGNES for November 7th, 2023. I am Olivia Smith. Thanks for watching.
This is BGNES English News.
Of course, I have to repeat the latest words. Thanks for watching. That was Olivia Smith and the BGNES English News team welcoming you from Sofia, Bulgaria. Make sure to catch us every day, Monday through Friday, from now on, from our studio in Sofia. Thanks for watching again. And until tomorrow, have a brilliant day.
This is BGNES English News.